Welcome back to Park and Post. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that touches the heart of air travel etiquette, the unwritten rules of flying. These are the do's and don'ts that ensure we all have a pleasant journey, respecting our shared space thousands of feet in the air. So, fasten your seatbelts as we guide you through these top tips with some scenarios you might find all too familiar. First, don't hog the overhead bins. Ever noticed how some passengers bring enough luggage for a month-long trip on a weekender? Or the one who insists on storing all their belongings overhead, leaving no room for the last few to board? Overhead bin space is prime real estate on a plane, and hogging it not only disrupts boarding but also creates frustration and delays. Packing light and efficiently is key to communal harmony in the skies. Consider the golden rule of air travel: one carry-on and one personal item. If everyone adheres to this, there's usually enough space for all. And remember, coats and small bags can fit under the seat in front of you, keeping overhead space free for larger items. 2. Keep the aisle clear during boarding. Boarding time can feel like a bottleneck, especially when passengers block the aisle, rummaging through their bags or debating seat assignments. This not only holds up the line but also spikes everyone's stress levels. Quick tip: have everything you need for the flight in hand before you board, and keep the aisle clear for a smooth boarding process for everyone. A little preparation goes a long way. Keep your boarding pass and ID handy, and wait to organize your seat area until after the initial rush has passed. This courtesy ensures everyone can get to their seat and stow their luggage without unnecessary holdups. 3. Respect personal space. In the close quarters of an airplane, personal space becomes a precious commodity. We've all been next to the armrest hog or had our personal bubble burst by a chatty neighbor during a red eye. Respecting personal space means recognizing and adhering to unspoken boundaries, like sharing armrests and minimizing unnecessary conversation when your seatmate prefers silence. Initiating a quiet, polite request for a bit more elbow room or using body language to signal you're not up for a chat are ways to navigate these situations with grace. It's all about mutual respect, ensuring both you and your fellow passengers have a comfortable flight. 4. Control children. Traveling with kids is no small feat, and while most passengers understand, uncontrolled behavior like seat kicking or loud play can quickly become a nuisance. If you're traveling with little ones, packing activities, snacks, and discussing airplane behavior beforehand can make all the difference. It's also a great way to teach them about respect and consideration for others. For those seated near a restless child, a little patience and understanding go a long way. Sometimes offering a helping hand or a kind word can ease the parent's stress and calm the situation, making the flight more pleasant for everyone involved. 5. Use headphones. Whether it's for a blockbuster movie or a chill playlist, headphones are a traveler's best friend. Blasting sound from your device not only disrupts those around you trying to rest or read, but also violates the unwritten rule of personal audio privacy. Always pack a pair of headphones and ensure your entertainment doesn't become someone else's annoyance. Imagine settling in for a nap, only to be kept awake by the loud action movie playing on your neighbor's tablet, or trying to concentrate on your book with someone else's music as the soundtrack. Headphones are a simple solution that keeps everyone's in-flight experience enjoyable. 6. Limit alcohol consumption. We've all seen or heard about flights turned sour by excessive drinking. From loud and disruptive behavior to more serious altercations, alcohol can be a fast track to ruining not just your flight, but also that of those around you. Enjoying a drink is fine, but moderation is key to ensuring you and everyone else stays comfortable and safe. Flight attendants are trained to manage situations involving intoxicated passengers, but it shouldn't have to reach that point. Opting for water over wine, especially on long flights, can help you arrive feeling refreshed rather than regretful. Remember, altitude can amplify the effects of alcohol, affecting not just your behavior but also your health. Consider the passenger who thought they could handle their usual amount, only to find themselves feeling ill or becoming disruptive. Another scenario involves a traveler who, after a few too many drinks, starts a loud argument, creating a stressful environment for everyone. Moderation is key to ensuring a pleasant journey for yourself and others. 7. Don't talk too much. Some people love to chat, but an airplane isn't always the place for long conversations, especially with a stranger who prefers quiet. Imagine trying to rest or read while your seatmate keeps talking about their entire life story. Alternatively, there's the scenario of a business traveler needing to work during the flight but being constantly interrupted by a chatty neighbor. Reading social cues is crucial. If your neighbor has headphones in or is focusing on a book or laptop, it's a clear sign they prefer not to engage in conversation. A polite hello or small talk is fine, but always respect your fellow passengers' signals. 8. Be patient when disembarking. Rushing to get off the plane as soon as it lands can cause unnecessary stress and chaos. Picture the passenger who immediately stands up and starts pulling their luggage down, bumping into others and blocking the aisle for everyone behind them. A typical example is someone who insists on pushing past others to be first off the plane, despite the wait being relatively short. Staying seated until it's your turn to disembark not only keeps things orderly but also reduces the risk of accidents or conflicts. Patience ensures a smooth exit for everyone, from the front of the plane to the back. 9. Avoid strong-smelling foods. Bringing food onto a plane is common, but consider those around you by avoiding strong-smelling items. Picture opening a container of something pungent, like fish or fast food, which quickly fills the cabin with its aroma, making fellow passengers uncomfortable. Another scenario involves eating something messy or loud to eat, disrupting the peace of those seated nearby. Opting for less odorous, simple snacks can make a big difference in maintaining a pleasant environment for everyone. Remember, your choice of in-flight meal affects more than just your taste buds. 10. Offer to switch seats for families. Helping families sit together by offering to switch seats is a gesture of goodwill. Imagine a family boarding late, finding themselves scattered throughout the plane. Your willingness to move could turn their stressful situation into a relief. Another instance is observing a child seated away from their parents, visibly upset. Offering your seat can be a simple act of kindness that greatly improves their flight experience. Though not always convenient, swapping seats to accommodate families contributes to a positive flying atmosphere, showcasing empathy and community spirit among passengers. Before we move on, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our latest travel tips and share this information with your friends and family. But let's get back to the topic. 24 unwritten rules of flying that you're probably breaking. 11. Don't abuse the call button. The call button is for necessary assistance, not continuous service demands. Consider the passenger who presses it for minor requests, diverting the flight crew from their duties. Another example is someone using it to complain about the temperature, despite it being out of the crew's immediate control. Using the call button sparingly and for valid reasons ensures that the flight attendants can efficiently manage their responsibilities, attending to all passengers' needs appropriately. 12. Keep the lavatory clean. Leaving the lavatory as you'd wish to find it is a courtesy that benefits everyone. Imagine the frustration of finding the restroom in disarray, with toilet paper everywhere or a wet sink. Another scenario is a passenger leaving a dirty diaper on the changing table, creating an unpleasant and unsanitary condition for the next user. Simple acts like flushing properly, disposing of trash, and wiping the sink can contribute significantly to a more pleasant and hygienic flight experience for all. 13. Dress appropriately. Choosing appropriate attire for a flight respects the shared public space. Wearing overly revealing or offensive clothing can make other passengers uncomfortable. For example, someone boarding in beachwear that's better suited for the pool than an airplane, or wearing a shirt with provocative or offensive slogans can create an awkward environment. Opting for comfortable, neutral clothing ensures that you respect fellow passengers' sensibilities while also traveling in comfort. 14. Don't hog the armrests. The middle seat might not have the best view or the easiest access, but it does have an unspoken claim to the armrests. Consider the discomfort of sitting in the middle and having both side passengers occupy the armrests, leaving you squeezed in. Another example is a passenger using the shared armrest to prop up a laptop, encroaching on your personal space. Sharing armrests or prioritizing the comfort of the person in the middle seat can prevent tension and ensure a more comfortable flight for everyone in the row. 15. Be mindful when reclining your seat. Reclining your seat should be done with consideration for the person behind you. Abruptly reclining can spill their drinks, disrupt their meal, or limit their personal space. Before reclining, a quick glance behind to ensure it won't inconvenience the other passenger goes a long way. For example, during meal times, it's courteous to keep your seat upright, ensuring everyone has space to eat comfortably. Another case involves a passenger trying to work on their laptop, only to have the space they need encroached upon by a reclining seat. Communicating with the passenger behind you or reclining slowly can prevent discomfort and maintain a harmonious environment on board. 16. Help with lifting luggage. Offering assistance to someone struggling with their luggage in the overhead bin is an act of kindness. Elderly passengers or those of shorter stature may have difficulty lifting their carry-on into the bin. For instance, seeing someone visibly struggling to hoist their bag and offering a helping hand not only eases their burden, but also speeds up the boarding process. Similarly, a parent traveling alone with children might appreciate an offer to help stow their luggage, allowing them to focus on their young ones. Small acts of assistance strengthen the sense of community among passengers and contribute to a positive travel experience for all. 17. Stay seated if you have a tight connection. If you're fortunate enough to not be in a rush to catch a connecting flight, staying seated to let those in a hurry disembark first is considerate. Imagine the anxiety of someone who has minutes to sprint across the terminal. Your decision to remain seated could be the difference between them making or missing their connection. Conversely, rushing to join the aisle when you have plenty of time not only adds to the chaos, but can inadvertently cause delays for others who are on a tight schedule. Patience and awareness of others' needs can make a significant impact on the collective travel experience, showcasing empathy and understanding. 18. Thank the crew. A simple thank you to the flight crew as you disembark is a small gesture that acknowledges their hard work and dedication. Flight attendants deal with everything from safety procedures to passenger needs, often going above and beyond to ensure a comfortable flight. For example, acknowledging a flight attendant who provided excellent service or simply offering a smile and thanks as you leave the plane can make their demanding job feel more rewarding. Another scenario includes thanking the pilots for a safe flight if you see them on your way out. Expressions of gratitude contribute to a positive atmosphere and recognize the efforts of those who work to make air travel safe and pleasant. 19. Be efficient at security. Being prepared and efficient at the security checkpoint not only helps you pass through more quickly, but also eases the process for everyone behind you. This means having your liquids and electronics easily accessible for screening and removing shoes and belts without delay. Imagine the frustration when someone unprepared holds up the line, searching for their laptop at the bottom of a packed bag. Alternatively, consider the smooth flow when passengers have everything ready, ensuring a swift and stress-free security experience for all. Preparation and consideration at security checkpoints minimize delays and stress, facilitating a better start to everyone's journey. 20. As we wrap up this enthralling exploration of 24 unwritten rules of flying that you're probably breaking, keep in mind that by reserving your tickets online now, you can snag an exclusive savings on your upcoming flight. Make the most of our exceptional discount by clicking the link below this video. 20. Respect quiet zones. Many airlines and airports offer designated quiet zones for passengers to rest or work in peace. Respecting these zones by keeping noise to a minimum ensures that everyone can enjoy a tranquil environment. For instance, talking loudly or playing videos without headphones in these areas can disrupt the peace for those seeking quiet. Another example is using these quiet zones as play areas for children, which negates the purpose of the space. Being mindful of noise levels in designated quiet areas ensures that all passengers can enjoy the intended calm and restful atmosphere. 21. Dispose of trash properly. Leaving your trash behind in your seat area or stuffing it into the seat pocket creates additional work for the cleaning crew and can be unpleasant for the next passenger. Considerate disposal of trash involves taking a moment before disembarkation to gather any wrappers, bottles, or other waste and placing it in the appropriate bins as you exit the plane. For instance, after enjoying an in-flight meal, rather than leaving the empty containers on the tray table or in the seat pocket, waiting for a crew member to collect it or disposing of it in a trash receptacle can maintain cleanliness and efficiency. Another scenario involves passengers who consume their own snacks and leave the remnants behind. It's a simple yet impactful act to ensure that your area is as clean as you found it, demonstrating respect for the space and the individuals who will use it after you. 22. Acknowledge personal achievements quietly. In the excitement of reaching a destination or celebrating a personal milestone, it's natural to want to share your joy. However, doing so loudly or exuberantly can disrupt the calm environment of the flight. For example, a passenger might receive good news over a text and react loudly, disturbing those around them. Alternatively, a group traveling for a special event could become overly boisterous, forgetting that not everyone shares their celebratory mood. A more considerate approach is to acknowledge such moments quietly or save the celebrations for after the flight. This ensures that while you're marking a personal achievement, you're not infringing on the comfort of fellow travelers. Okay, now don't forget to join our free newsletter and become a friend of Park and Post. By signing up, you'll receive exclusive offers and updates. Click the link below to join our newsletter and start enjoying the benefits today. Now finally, I want to address sensitive topics like sexual behavior or inappropriate touching in public spaces, including airplanes, which requires careful consideration. It's essential to foster an environment of respect and safety for all passengers on a flight. Here are 2 points that emphasize the importance of respecting personal boundaries and maintaining appropriate behavior. 23. Respect personal boundaries. It's crucial to maintain personal boundaries and ensure that any interaction with fellow passengers is consensual and respectful. Inappropriate touching or advances without consent is not only disrespectful but also illegal. Passengers should be aware of their actions and avoid making others feel uncomfortable or threatened. For example, any form of unwanted contact should be immediately reported to the cabin crew, who are trained to handle such situations discreetly and effectively. 24. Maintain appropriate behavior. Airlines have strict policies regarding behavior on board to ensure a safe and comfortable environment for everyone. Engaging in sexual activities on an airplane is inappropriate and can have legal consequences. It's important for all passengers to behave in a manner that is considerate of others around them. If passengers observe behavior that violates airline policies or the law, they should not hesitate to notify the flight attendants. Both examples highlight the importance of mutual respect and consideration in shared spaces, such as airplanes. Ensuring a comfortable and safe environment for all passengers is a collective responsibility that requires adherence to social norms and airline regulations. And there you have it. 24 unwritten rules of flying that, when followed, can make the skies friendlier for everyone. From the moment we step into the airport until we disembark at our destination, small acts of consideration and kindness can elevate the experience not just for us, but for all those sharing this journey. So, let's commit to being the best travelers we can be, ensuring that every flight is as pleasant and smooth as possible. If you've enjoyed this video and found it useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Park and Post for more travel tips and insights. Safe travels, everyone, and remember, the skies are friendlier when we fly together. We'll catch you in the next video.